In some field you feel that there is a formula needed and you go ahead and put a formula or so. If you want to add a CPC, maybe you can go choose a field called, like you know, as a media, by custom attribute or whatever. Like you know, from the right side and in the left side you can have the formula of spend and clicks. And that works, but that is data stream specific. Parent-child is again a data stream specific thing, because whereby what we do is we make one stream as parent and the other as child, because we want some kind of harmonization to happen. Data classification, that is again a data stream level thing. Talk about what is not here, patterns. That is again a data stream specific because you need to add data stream as a filter in your patterns to find the pattern of segregated talking about transformers or transformation rules. You will see that your data stream, how it shows the data. It needs transformation of some kind of transformers of some kind is needed so that you know rows. Maybe you want rows as columns, like transposition or cross-tabbing, whereby you do these things. But it's pretty data stream specific. Calculated dimension is workspace level. So if today you make a calculated dimension, that is, suppose you have a placement ID, or if you are aware, you guys, if you are much familiar with campaign names. So suppose your campaign names. Fourth position in your campaign name tells you that the country code is present over there. Okay, the fourth position of your campaign name is country. It contains the country codes. If you extract that becomes an individual dimension throughout your workspace. Correct. So anywhere you have this now, it depends that if it is relevant or not. Okay, now it depends that if it is relevant to the data stream or not. That is something that you need to find. If all your if all your campaigns from all your sources have the fourth position of campaign name as country, then the calculated dimension is true for the entire data of your workspace. If your tagging team or if your campaign guys have done their job correctly, then you know, if you make one calculated dimension, it should work across Y. Because everywhere in campaign name. Fourth position, if I do an extract function, extract is one function. Extract is one function that we use to extract some part of your dimension. And if I put, like you know, extract media, extract campaign name. And if I give the delimiter to be say 3 or 4, it will fetch the third or fourth position, irrespective of it being used with whatever data stream, because it is at a workspace level. Everywhere you use it, it will be finding the campaign name classifying the fourth position. That's it for you, okay? So calculated dimensions stand as an umbrella above your data stream filters, so we will read about overarching entities. So calculated dimensions act as an overarching entity. What is an overarching entity? We will take it overarching entities at a point in our session, but then overarching entities basically are placeholders that help us map. That help us map any data that we want to and connect it with the. What I mean by that is when you have a media buy or placement or campaign impression takes, etc. In your data stream. The data stream yesterday we have seen is the data stream type. Is ads data stream correct? And then when you upload something, a data stream from your Google Analytics, say suppose, which contains web analytics, site key, web analytics, site source, key visits, page views, bounce rates, so on, acquisitions, so on and so forth. So when those things come in, Datorama already picks it up, as web analytics. Web Analytics Data Stream, now Campaign Now. I have one Ads data stream and one Web Analytics data stream now somewhere. I need a commonality, so that I can connect my data right. We will read it. So there comes the overarching entities, which basically allow us to connect are the different types of data streams. Data, the different types of data, data type, streams into a single bucket and helps us to join different types of data. So that is called an overarching entity. Calculated dimensions also is a type of overarching entity which lays above the data stream level, like calculations, formulas or rules. Okay, it's workspace level. Remember this real-time queries that takes place throughout the workspace. Yes, definitely, calculated dimensions are something which accommodates this feature, whereby real-time queries can take place throughout, and also non-numerical fields present in your workspace that you can create on top of your existing data. So these are some of the workspace level things that you create above your existing data because you need some kind of an harmonization. Why do we need it? Because calculated dimensions are flexible. When we say flexible, it is at workspace level, right, so it is. It is not bound by any kind of different type of filtration or any type of specific filters or specific settings or specific thing that we need to do. Nothing like that happens. Also, it is flexible and easy to maintain, of course, because it is one dimension that comes up and you can go ahead and edit it. And once you edit you know what happens is there for the entire data stream, for the entire for entire data stream, for all of your data stream. This gets changed without hampering any sort of data. Applicable to all of the data in the workspace definitely, and supports a variety of functions and logical conditions. Yes, so basically, calculated dimensions are used for this purpose only, whereby we have logical conditions and functions coming in. We need to we do tend to see we see that what all we need. Okay, I have this kind of data and I need these things more. So what we do is we do a calculated dimension and we use our logical conditions and functions to extract or to harmonize or to get that dimension that is not natively present but needs a calculation in there. It helps us with consolidation of our data. So, suppose you have definitely faced a situation whereby you see that your campaign category or any of your field is not following the case or not following one taxonomy level naming, you will see that some or the other because, and it generally happens, because we have our campaign uploading teams which shuffle which shuffles predominantly at each one in a. In a world like that is always looking for. How fast can I do the work and complete it? So if 5 account managers have worked on 5 different sets of campaigns which are present for the brand, you will see that there are. There are, like you know, 5 different naming conventions. If not done correctly, 5 different naming conventions for the same thing that we have.